Hey guys, it's your boy Mark back with another video. My very first video, well, not my first video, my first video where you hear my voice of 2022. Happy New Year, y'all. And I am reviewing WWE Day 1, the pay-per-view. It just got off the air. I had a really fun time watching Day 1, bro. I mean, the whole show was pretty solid, actually. Kick-ass opener of the main show, and a badass main event too, with a pretty surprising ending. This show was originally going to have the Universal Championship match, Brock Lesnar challenging Roman Reigns, but Roman Reigns unfortunately has gotten COVID-19 and was not able to compete tonight. That is really shocking and really sad, especially considering, Roman Reigns' health issues. Nothing but, I hope he doesn't, vacate the Universal Championship, but, I hope he beats COVID soon, as soon as possible, man. But, that being said, this was still a dang good show, I thought. I really, really enjoyed this. Yeah, let's get on with my very first wrestling match review of 2021, and that is going to be the pre-show kickoff match, which is, if my stupid notes will load up, Sheamus and Holland versus Cesaro and Ricochet. I really had a blast watching this kickoff match, actually. My first match to review of 2022, and I had a blast watching it. Cesaro and Sheamus' performances especially were great, and Ricochet was awesome too. Holland, I completely, I barely know who he is, to be honest. He actually got a really bad, injury in this match. Ricochet did, a flip and his knee, landed right on Holland's face or something like that. Sheamus, he did the Samoan drop thing. I know it's not a Samoan drop. To Ricochet on the outside. And he actually bro kicked Cesaro for the 1-2-3. Sheamus, he pinned his former buddy of Cesaro to win this match, bruh. But it was a dang good, a lot of fun kickoff match in my opinion, and I had a blast watching it. And now, the main show begins. We have the WWE Smackdown Tag Team Championship match. We have the Usos, consisting of Jay and Jimmy Uso, the champions, versus the challengers of the New Day, consisting of King Woods and Sir Kofi Kingston. I could never get bored of Usos versus New Day matches, to be honest. I wouldn't mind if they had a match against each other on every single pay-per-view for this year, if I'm being honest. This was an awesome match, I thought. It was slow, but it just gradually got better and better, and I was just slowly getting more invested, and I was just loving this match. When you think it's over, it's not. Usos retained. Awesome stuff, man. And next up, we have Madcap versus Drew McIntyre. It was alright. I was kind of sort of paying attention to this match, but I enjoyed it. Sort of. Drew won with a Claymore. I think there was something else in the match that happened, but I forgot about it. But yeah, Drew won, of course. I would have much preferred to see Baron Corbin against Drew McIntyre instead of Madcap Moss, but I was actually expecting this to be a quick squash or something, to be honest. But yeah, I really need to pee, by the way. But my uncle just took a crap in the toilet. Yeah. Anyway, continuing my review of this WWE pay-per-view that happened on January 1st. WWE Raw Tag Team Championship match. RK Bro, consisting of Randy Orton and Riddle, the champions of course, versus the Street Profits, consisting of Angelo, Dawkins, and Montez Ford. I thought this match was pretty awesome, actually. I had no expectations for this match, to tell you guys the truth, because I'm not the biggest fan of tag team wrestling, I'll say it. But this match was so much fun. You had there was this awesome ass spot when when Montez Ford was across the ring, and RK Bro were on the outside in the corner, and then Montez Ford, he was sprinting, and then he did this awesome as like flip into the corner. If you know what I mean. I'm not sure. I hope I'm describing that correctly. That was such an awesome spot. And RK Bro retained with an RKO out of nowhere. So awesome. And a freaking awesome match. But then we have probably my most anticipated match of the night. That being The Miz versus Edge. Now, these two, it was actually 2 years ago now. I'm used to saying last year, and I'm used to saying last year and referring to 2020, but actually 2 years ago now that I got that amazing, WWE secondhand DVD package that had, and one of the DVDs was the best of SmackDown 2009 to 2010, and there's this match on it between Edge and The Miz on that DVD from SmackDown February 2010. That's such a fun match, and 12 years later, they have a match on pay-per-view for the first time ever. I think this is the first time they've ever had a match on pay-per-view. This was a dang good match. Pretty slow, but it was doing its job. It was telling its story. Maybe not as amazing as I probably would have hoped. But you had some shenanigans in there. Like you had Maurice at ringside putting Miz's foot on the rope when Edge had a submission on him. There was this awesome ass spot when Edge like they were fighting at the announce table area, and Edge like smashed Miz onto the table cover. If that makes sense, that was pretty awesome. Maurice actually slapped Edge with her purse when the referee wasn't looking, and then Miz did the skull-crushing finale for a kick-out. Holy crap. That was I for a second thought it was over there, but Edge kicked out. And then Maurice was complaining to the referee, and then Beth Phoenix comes in and scares off Maurice, distracts The Miz, who gets a spear from Edge for the 1, 2, 3. Is it going to be The Miz and Maurice versus Edge and Beth Phoenix at WrestleMania? I could see that. That would be fun. But this was still a dang good match, I thought. A dang good one-on-one match. Maybe not quite as good as I might have imagined or hoped it would be, but I still really love this match. Then we have WWE Raw Women's Championship match. Becky Lynch defending against Liv Morgan. I, like probably most people, was rooting for Liv Morgan. I do think she's a really fun wrestler ever since I saw her match with Natalya at WrestleMania 36. This was a dang good match, man. You had Liv Morgan just hammering on Becky Lynch throughout this match, man. And Becky wouldn't give up. Liv wouldn't give up, especially the fact that Liv wouldn't give up, and Becky was getting was gradually getting more and more frustrated during the match, and just doing everything she can to avoid a pinfall or a submission attempt, that type of stuff. It was great stuff. There was this one part which was frustrating, but for me, entertaining at the same time, when Liv Morgan did this drop kick, and then Becky Lynch went to the outside, and then when Liv came out and dragged her back in the ring, she immediately went to the other side, outside, and my auntie was like, ugh, when that part happened. But it looked like Liv was about to get the win. But, yes, there's a but. Becky Lynch grabbed her right at the last second, did her Bexploder, I think that's what it's called, for the 1, 2, 3, and she didn't grab the ropes this time. Although she was trying to grab the ropes. But, she was if you watch the match, you know what I'm talking about, but still a dang good match. I feel like it might not be over. I haven't, been watching SmackDown or Raw in forever. So I just hear about what's been going on from Facebook and stuff. Still a dang good match. And even though I was rooting for Liv, oh well. I could see this being a Liv Mania thing at WrestleMania 38. Maybe Liv Morgan wins the Royal Rumble this year and faces Becky again at Mania or something like that. Maybe that becomes a triple threat if they don't want to do a singles match again. But yeah. Now we go into the main event. I was very excited for Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns, man. But Brock Lesnar was added to the WWE Championship Fatal 4-Way match, and it's now a Fatal 5-Way match. It's the Big E, the WWE Champion, going in versus Seth Rollins. It was originally supposed to be Big E versus Seth Rollins 1-on-1, bro. But then Kevin Owens got involved. Bobby Lashley defeated Big E, Seth Rollins, and Kevin Owens, I heard, to get into this match. And then when Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar was cancelled, Brock Lesnar was added to this match, and it's now a 5-way. Right off the bat, when this match started, this huge main event, everyone, except for Bobby Lashley and Big E, Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens were just going straight after Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar was suplex sitting everyone in sight, most notably Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins. He gave Kevin Owens like 1 billion suplexes, bro. And he gave Seth Rollins a few too. And then on the outside, the dream match we've wanted for years, Bobby Lashley versus Brock Lesnar. We get a little taste of that when Bobby Lashley spears Brock Lesnar through the barricade. Oh my goodness, that was such a badass spot. And then Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens, they team up together to beat the crap out of Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar, because of course they're the two biggest threats in this match. And then we get Big E, and then Big E actually puts Bobby Lashley through the announce table, which was awesome. It was Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens trying to put Bobby Lashley through it, but then Big E got involved, and then it was just Big E who put Lashley through the table. And then Big E actually kicked out of Kevin Owens' pop-up power bomb, which is pretty cool. And then there's probably stuff about this match I'm forgetting, but then Brock came in, F5'd Kevin Owens, I think. Then he F5'd Seth Rollins. Then he F5'd Big E. That order could be wrong, admittedly. And then Bobby Lashley, out of nowhere, spears Brock in the ring for a near fall. Brock kicks out. Bobby Lashley's frustrated. And then Bobby Lashley actually locks the Hurt Lock onto Brock. And I almost, but not really, kind of thought that Lesnar was going to either pass or tap out. I think Big E got involved then. I forgot what happens actually, but in the end, Brock Lesnar picked up Big E. One more F5. 1, 2, 3. Brock Lesnar is your brand new WWE champion. Holy shit. He was the biggest threat in this match, and I won't lie. If you had told me Brock would be winning the title, maybe, if you had told me that like maybe a month ago, I'd been like, man, why? But I don't know, it was just such a badass ending to this match that I'm not really mad. Plus, he did kind of stare down a certain wrestler of a certain dream match we've all been wanting. What was that, man? Oh my gosh. Bobby Lashley, I got him winning the Royal Rumble now. Let's do it. Brock versus Lashley, the main event of WrestleMania. Oh my god, if that's what they're going for, I am ecstatic. I remember when I was waiting for this pay-per-view to start, there was actually there was actually the Shawn Michaels Ruthless Aggression documentary coming on, and there was I think somebody said they were talking about how Triple H was supposed to fight John Cena at WrestleMania 23, but then he got injured, and then Shawn Michaels came in and faced John Cena at WrestleMania 23, and then they were saying you want your replacement to be better than the original plan, and if they're going with Lashley versus Lesnar at Mania, that's so much better than their idea of Brock versus Roman in WrestleMania, bro. Far out. Alright. I'm your boy. And, yep, that's it. Brock Lesnar starts 2022 as your brand new WWE champion. And, yeah. I really need a piss, man. So yeah, I'm your boy, Mark Sanders. And, that's my review of WWE Day 1. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'm your boy, Mark Sanders, once again. Love you guys. Peace out.